So last night I had the pleasure to join the Aces and play at Monster Energy Supercross 25 online. We did a bit of everything. We did the custom tracks, the official Supercross tracks, and then we came to the star of the show, the MX tracks. And let me tell you, these tracks are awesome. All of them purposely built by Milestone. They're completely fictional, but set in real places. And they are phenomenal. We had some wonderful battles online, and just generally a great time. Almost more fun than the actual Supercross tracks themselves. So today I have felt inspired to show you every single MX track and explain to you why they are so good. Think of it as a brief synopsis, if you will. Hope you enjoy the video, let's get into it. So here we are then, this is the Extraterrestrial Valley. This is one of the first couple of tracks you'll see on the selection. And I've got to say, this reminds me a lot of certain MXGP tracks. There's a bit of everything in this one. There's undulation, the track is very wide so more riders can fit in and squeeze in around the corners. It has that MXGP feel to it. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit far-fetched in some instances. Of course, the fans haven't got the best of views to stand and watch, but it generally looks really good. And more importantly, it plays really good. We had a blast. We really had a great time with this. Of course, I'm going to just record some footage for now with me just playing against the AI on medium difficulty, I think they are. And I'm just going to show you why they're so fun. And honestly, I had such a great time that I cannot stress to you how good these tracks are. But the reason they are so good is because of the way you can just pick up and play them. There's not really a concern about learning the flow. There's not really a worry about making sure your momentum isn't killed on a certain rhythm section. Here, it's almost open throttle and just go for it. But you do get some nice parts. Massive jumps, tight apexes, and generally some good deformation physics in the engine with the mud. So a lot of the tracks get really muddy and bogged down. We're going to quickly move across now to Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore, you say? Yes, Mount Rushmore. You'll see at the top, you've got the 4 heads right there in the stone. Now this one originally was my favourite version of these MX tracks. I'm currently using El Hombre with Jason Anderson, and it's pretty damn fun to use in helmet cam or even from the third person perspective. The track looks great and it feels just as good. But with this one there's a lot of undulation. You go really high up into the mountains and then come way down. So there's a lot of big jumps, there's a lot of big drop-offs, but more importantly, there's some great racing opportunities. And I will say, this one's still very much high up on my list, very much enjoying it, but I've had some great battles which you will see towards the end of this video in the other MX tracks. But I've got to show you the difference in styles between the 2 or 3 tracks that I've already showed you already, compared to the full 5 you'll get towards the end of the video, as we almost lost the rear there with Jason Anderson. Kawasaki was getting pushed. So here's your MXGP style look. You've got the pits there, and obviously aren't accessible, and then the fans. And now we come into the really deep, tight jumps, and then go back up the hill. And that segment there just reminds me of an A. Going into the downhill sections, and then going back up again, and then down again. It's pretty good. Of course, there are a couple of areas on the track that makes you feel like you aren't really doing much but the throttle. But then you're greeted with a massive corner, a massive berm to run into. The tracks are just huge. I mean, we may have lost the compound, but we've definitely gained MX tracks. And I will reiterate how fun these truly are. And I think, again, if you missed the Mount Rushmore heads, they are up on the top of the screen right now. And then on the left as we go down this route here. But I think we've pretty much seen what we needed to see for the Mount Rushmore circuit. It's fantastic, it's fun, and here comes another big jump. I almost messed that up. So now we move over to Geyser Fields. Now this one screams real MXGP track. It's got that sense of feeling about it. There's a couple of corners here that remind me of the likes of Matley Basin, and then I think even some bit of Cajums and Sushenthanal as well. There's a couple of areas that just remind me of that when I'm going through and go like, ah yeah, I know that feeling, I remember what it was like. And this one's another winner. I had another great battle here. Unfortunately, I do come up short against Jason Anderson, but I gave it a lot. Malcolm Stewart wasn't too far behind in the end after a couple of mistakes, and this whole action was just fun. Just think of Supercross having MXGP as a condensed version in the game. And I think these are really overlooked tracks. I'm so pleased you can use them online, and I'll definitely be having another session, and it gives me the inspiration to think that we could do some sort of MXGP style championship. Yeah, sure, there's not that many tracks, there's only 5 in total, but still, it's an idea. And a lot of these tracks give you massive jumps where you can test your doing the whips and the scrubs with a little bit more confidence than trying it in the tighter Supercross designs. I also found myself doing quite a few 360s, which you might have seen so far. Right. No, it's not that jump. I was thinking for the next jump, actually. It was a little bit further down. But those are the springs on your left-hand side. Looks beautiful. A really eye-catching track, this one. Especially with the HDR and the OLED ultra-wide. It just absolutely pops. And I hope now that I'm editing on Adobe Premiere, you're able to see the colours a little bit better. I'm still struggling to get HDR to work with YouTube, but still, the idea is there. And I can tell you, it does look pretty damn good. But let's move on to our next track. And the next track on the list is probably the most iconic looking. I mean, the second you see this, you think, whoa, that's cool. That is really cool. This is the Gold Ridge. The only snag is the AI are pretty weak around here, but my goodness, this is a playground style track. The opportunities to do huge leaps, 360s, big jumps, whips, scrubs, you name it. You can do everything in this track. It's especially cool because of the track condition. The mud is very slippy, so it's a bit of a sketchy track. But you'll be surprised how easy this one is to play. I felt that of all of the MX tracks, this one looks the scariest, but it's actually rather innocuous. It was rather easy, so I wouldn't be worried about tackling some of these tracks. And even things like these berms here, you can just jump across them. Yeah, surely I messed that up there, but the idea is there. And I'm sure for the next couple of jumps after this one, I think it is, I should be able to get a good 360 going for you. So let's see what we can do as we now go back up the hill. Here we go then. Yeah! Don't forget to like and subscribe for that. Tell you what, I'll give you a second one. How about this one then? Whoa! Okay, that was close. Yeah, this track is fantastic. Pretty much seen everything you need to see here. The action's fun. We had a great battle online here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep reiterating myself at this point. It's awesome. Let's move on to the next one. So these last two are the ones I've had the most fun battling on. This is the Desert Quarry, which is you're going to see first on your list when you pick up the game. And I've got to say, this one is really cool. The ruts don't get quite as deep as some of the other tracks, especially not the next track. But the track deformation is still very much there, and the AI is very solid here. So there's a lot of battling to be had in these tracks. Now, I haven't used the beta motorcycle before, using that now for the first time with Oldenburg. So I don't feel it's as comfortable. But what I can tell you is it's keeping its own, and we're fighting a very challenging Chase Sexton. And for the next 2 laps, it's going to be go time. Especially love this part here because you can, if you're brave enough, I messed it up because Chase hit my rear tyre, but if you're brave enough and you go full counter steer there, you can absolutely send it down that ridge. Now into the left hand. This is your final corner, so we need to make sure that we're ahead of them in that part there. I don't think the wider line will work. We're going to go for the tighter line there as we continue to try and hold off Chase Sexton for the next 1 minute. Yeah, as you can see now, the ruts are getting quite deep. They're not as obvious as some of the other ruts in some of the tracks. They don't look as deep, but when you're in them, it certainly feels that way. Oh, I messed that jump up. Down into the middle again of the sort of Wild West-esque area. It's quite beautiful. And now Chase Sexton has the advantage again. Now can we fight back against the KTM? I think we can. There's a few areas that I know I'm stronger than him. Give him a little bit of a nudge. Then back down another hill again. Some more undulation coming up. As Chase... Oh! We went... we went down! Oh, we gave it away! Aaron Plessinger has pinched it. Well, I think Sexton and I, we got a little bit engrossed there, didn't we? But I'm not giving up yet. Another huge leap there. Another great opportunity for a lovely whip and scrub. But here is a tough one because you get that wrong, you're flying into those Monster Energy signs and then falling off the bridge. Oh, I messed up the rut. But you can see why these are so cool. So if you want your MXGP fix in Supercross 25, you can definitely achieve that with these tracks. I'm getting a little bit carried away because I'm really determined to catch up to Aaron Plessinger now. And I think I still can, because this part I mentioned just a moment ago, when you go full counter steer lock into the right and send it, I didn't quite improve my point actually, I was trying though. But if you go for the tight apex here, we might get it. Oh, we're in the rut! Oh, we're in the rut, go on! Oh, we just came up short. Oh, what a battle. So that is the Desert Quarry. So up next on our list is possibly my favourite one. I think I might just say favourite of all of them. It's going to be difficult for me to decide which is my ultimate definitive favourite, but gun at my head, I would say this is my favourite. Yeah, this is awesome. This is Penn's Steel. It looks cool, it feels cool, and there's some great jumps to do. There's a lot of speed to be picked up, there's a lot of movement. Oh, I've just absolutely punted Stuart off. I don't think he's going to be happy with that one. Never mind, eh? Get back to it. But this part here is a dream to use. You're flicking your counter steering with the right analog stick, you're flicking it left, you're flicking it right, you're bouncing back and forth. It feels sensational. And then here, lovely tight deep rut where Cooper's just gone. And then here, I need to make sure that when we jump down, we try and land into it, all through the trees and all through the rocks and brick. Oh, I think I've just took him out now. Oh, that's awful. Poor old Barsha. He's going to say cheeky Barshed. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ooh, there's another rut. This is a difficult track. I absolutely love this one. We did it online a few nights ago, well, last night should I say. It was great. In the wet conditions as well. Look at how much speed we're able to pick up with this Yamaha as well. Up to 70 miles an hour there. We were absolutely firing it. And look who's ahead of us. Oh, that's a deep rut. But the two riders ahead of us, Chase Sexton, Aaron Plessinger. Yeah, you've seen what happened a moment ago. Key point here, ladies and gentlemen, you can do a 360 here, but I am trying to concentrate on catching up to these two, so yeah, see my YouTube short if you want to see it, but for now... Ooh! Yes, yeah, oh, yeah, that's, oh, that's a spot. That is a really difficult rut to get into. This is a track that it becomes really difficult. I don't think doing it on short distance does it justice. Medium and the longer distance, those ruts get really deep. Now Plessinger's gone. It's down to me. It's down to Sexton. Who can win? A little bit brake early on this one so that you don't go flying over that Kawasaki sign. Really get that right analog stick move to the left hand side there. Then here, great opportunity for an overtake if you can land it. It's not going to happen. But yeah, you're seeing it now, the MXGP style track, those long corners, wide track as well, as we just bump into the barrier there on the bridge. Nice, really did it well there on the brakes. I tell you what, we might have a chance of winning this one. I'm still determined. Here comes my favourite bit, coming around the outside of Chase Sexton. I think we can. You betcha. Harlan takes the lead, number 43. Gotta be careful this point though. Oh, the bite almost went then. Here is the deep rut. Brilliant. Absolutely marvellous. And I obviously get... Oh, I've messed that up. I messed it up good and proper. No. Oh, back to back. Runner-up places then. Wait, no, there's still more to go here. If there's a spot where I'm going to pick up more momentum, it's here. Absolutely pushing like mad to try and get back into Sexton, using all that rut, almost fell out of it. Well, we're not going to win it. We need an extra bit of boost here. He's gone for that wider line. He's gone for that wider line. Go on. Oh, it's going to be neck and neck across the line. Go on. Oh. Sadly, not quite, but I tell you what, MX tracks in Supercross 25, bloody awesome. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more of these MX tracks, and I'll be sure to speak to you in the comments section down below. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Ciao for now.
Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more Dr. Ace content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single Dr. Ace video.